You're right, so, now I'm a huge Bethesda games fan, but Starfield didn't really hit the same on release. It never gripped me the way Fallout and Elder Scrolls did. Why? Is it because I'm an adult now? Is it just a worse product? Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out if Starfield is as fun as Bethesda's previous titles. I was an eager beaver. I paid for the early access. I got up early, playing at 7 AM before work. I was ready for this game like a good little pre-ordering fanboy cook. But even then I didn't find it fun. So let's find the fun then, shall we? Let's see if Starfield is really as good as it is. So what did Starfield sell itself as, and was I expecting too much?
Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system.
They made Starfield out to be the ultimate space RPG with 1,000 planets, and you're this little space explorer on the hunt for the secrets of the universe. And I did it. I found those secrets. I beat the story in a few days and found it after a while to just be this giant cosmic rat race of who can get their grubby little hands on things first. And obviously it was me.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
From the top, to play the campaign as fast as possible to avoid the spoilers online, and then do the side content after. The way this game is meant to be played isn't that. And if you beat the story, you can disagree. But I feel the total opposite, and I actually regret finishing the story as fast as I did. And I'll tell you why now. Spoiler alert, do not listen if you don't want to hear the story. Now you've been warned.
This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would.
Now the end of the game is really meant to toy with your emotions. And do you want to become all powerful but lose all of your progress and start again, with nobody knowing or caring about you? You will become this person with no attachment, leapfrogging from this point on from universe to universe. Because let's face it, as soon as you do it once, you're down that rabbit hole for good, and there's no point stopping now.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
So how does this affect finishing the story first? Well, the choice wasn't exactly hard to leave the universe when you've developed no relationships, no real companion attachments, no investment in your universe. So when I got asked the question, I didn't have anything I was leaving behind. And from that point on, I just felt empty in this new universe, knowing it's not my own. The mystery has been revealed, and there's no point in stopping in the next universe for quests, because I just know it's gonna get wiped again anyways. So I'm in limbo. Where do I go from here? Let's have a wander of the universe and see what's about. And boy, do some of these planets have an aesthetic. Boy, do some of these look like shit. I love exploration in games. I absolutely love games like Red Dead 2 because I'm a graphics whore, and walking around these planets makes me feel good. I spent my life savings on a graphics card. But Starfield really does excite me when I see a new planet. I do love having a look around. I do love this aspect of the game, and they've really nailed that feeling of genuinely feeling like a space explorer, but you do have to take this with a grain of salt. You do have to leave the rose-tinted glasses on. This game, there's structures to visit, there's things to find and do. Wandering on a planet can be really cool and interesting, finding different things if you're on the right planet. Otherwise, well, it's just these outpost buildings that just get quite boring to clear out. The way to really enjoy the planet traversal, I have found, is to be deliberate with your intentions. When you play Starfield, you have these little bubbles of amazing content that are spread out across the universe. So the best way to enjoy it is to simply decide what you want to do. If you want to do quests, fast travel everywhere and do not waver, and you will genuinely enjoy these stories. They are genuinely great to play through and have a lot of fun little surprises I won't mention. Okay, maybe one. I was doing a quest for Ryujin Industries, or however you pronounce it, where I had to go to Paradiso. And then on fast traveling there, I ended up seeing this stranded ship with no communication, and they just assumed it was aliens. Fucking God knows why. But it turns out it was just the first people who left Earth 200 years ago on a generational ship, completely oblivious to the fact that people have already colonized space. And I was enjoying myself quite a bit. This story I was quite invested in, as short as it was, because it just caught me off guard, and it was just there. Starfield's content is so spread out. It takes forever to get from quest to quest, and I ain't got the time to be walking 15 minutes between story beats. So take my advice. If you want a quest. Leave slow exploring for a time when that is what you want to do, or you'll just feel like this game is empty when it's actually not. This is pointing back to what I meant about your intention with the game. Just because a game is massive doesn't mean you have to actually do everything. Just pick the parts that you want to do and enjoy it for what it is. I love building a ship, it's great. Space combat is good, but I'm not a space cowboy. I'm a land cowboy. And I did build myself a custom ship a few times, but sometimes I just want to buy a ship and be excited to see inside of it. You know what I mean? But that's just me. It's more fun for me. I feel like I've earned it. But is it fun? That's what we're after. Yes. It's a fun game. Just make sure you're clear with what you want to achieve in the game, whether that's the story, sandbox building, planet exploration, or combat. Don't try and eat everything at the buffet, because you'll just end up sick.